Hello, and welcome to my third and last game of the best of three series in Polish League's semifinals against Michał Borkowicz, who I will be facing as the USA, which is my side of choice this time after losing first game and with the USA and winning second with USSR, and now I will be fighting for the access to the finals. I believe against Jarek or Ziemowit, depending on who wins their semi-finals. Alright, this is a tricky hand. It's not particularly great, but it's also not terrible. Middle East is of course a good headline, especially with Nasser in hand. I just wonder how I should set up Europe. Marshall is a great event, even if I don't headline it. But of course, after the Middle East headline, Italy will be a primary coup target for my opponent. So I guess leaving it kind of open is risky. It's way better for Marshall, potentially, though. I think I will go for it anyway. CIA and Romanian are, of course, annoying. Okay, Cambridge is countered by Middle East scoring, that's nice. Containment would be of huge value here, but with Marshall and Middle East, unfortunately there is no way for me to headline it. Damn it! Okay. If my opponent allows it, I will gladly hold on to containment. Honestly, I think I will just go for this. First of all, I don't know about Warsaw Pact, so sooner or later I want to have NATO active. It's gone for now, but I think it's still of some value to prepare for it. Second of all, I have no access to Greece or Turkey this way, and I kind of want to prevent him from dominating Europe, so this way I kind of ensure at least a draw. Okay, Olympic for arms. Okay, That's to be expected. That's a pretty weak play. Not in a sense that it's bad or anything, it's just not very exciting. I don't really want to enter Malaysia yet, despite having duck in hand. Entering Pakistan sounds better. I think if he had Suez or Arab-Israeli war, he would have headlined that way over Cambridge 5. So I don't think I care about exiting Israel right now. I could just space Fidel, but that feels wrong. Okay, I think I want to get out of Iran. Okay, let's just do this. I think this is the best way to approach things. If he allows me, I would like to hold containment, so I will try to not spend enormous amounts of ops if I don't need to. Of course, now he's free to coup Pakistan if he wishes. Regardless of the result, I will enter Malaysia in response and see where that leads me. He played Olympic Games, which means that he doesn't have independent threats, so I'm not gonna... Oh, that's unfortunate. Another 4-up. Okay, but at least a coup was unsuccessful. So yeah, let's enter Malaysia. No need to hurry. if he has decal or distal, I think we'll see it right now. And since he doesn't play that, I will assume he doesn't have those. It also kind of shows that he didn't have a good headline, hence Cambridge 5. It looks like he has a pretty poor hand with 2 impressive 4-ups, and that's it. It also looks like I'm not gonna be able to hold containment. It's just unrealistic, I think. So of course I could go for greedy Asia Dom on the spot, but I think I kind of have to guard Pakistan against him just taking it with China. And also I have to enter India to defend against... I mean, it doesn't really defend against Indo-Pakistani war, but it kind of mitigates the damage a little bit if he has it and wins it. So that's kind of necessary. Okay, blockade. Blockade would be an annoying event, despite me having a potential discard to it. Well, let's say there's no way he has Europe, right? Okay, I don't think I want to give him Romanian, even though I can stop his domination immediately. It will be very, very vulnerable to Suez Crisis, De Gaulle, or socialists into Europe drop. So I think I will be giving up Nasser. And I kind of want to take Lebanon now. Okay, I think I will just start like that and use containment as my AR6 play. I probably want to just put 3 ops into Thailand. Let's see if he allows that. Korea? Yeah, that makes absolute sense. I don't think it changes anything. I will just take Thailand. Okay, this is a remarkably weak hand with 2 scorings and 6 bad red cards. If I get purged, it's a tragedy. It has distal, which is the only good news about it. The rest is horrifying. Alright. So, like, even if he has socialists, Europe can get a little bit worse because he will take 1 from Germany and 2 from France and score it for 3 VPs, which is bad. But it's manageable. And I don't have a good headline otherwise. And Asia may get better if I don't get purged, so I think I will count on Asia getting better and get rid of Europe to be over with it. Warsaw Pact coup, okay. That's another successful coup on his part. Yeah, I'm really glad he failed there in Pakistan, because if he didn't, my situation would be terrible right now. Okay, I clearly have no ops to fight for Iran, so I just don't think I care. Wow, I have no cards to play. Sure, let's give him Korean War. Okay, thankfully he failed. And let's take India. And let's see. He may have decall, which is like the worst case scenario. But two things that may happen that are terrible are, first of all, he has decall, second of all, he has Indo-Pakistani War and he wins it. If those two things don't happen, despite this hand being terrible, I think I'm fine. I can manage it. Yeah, right. Never mind. Okay, I guess we can still make him fight for it at least a bit. Now Romanian is free. It's good to give him Romanian, first of all because Europe is scored, second of all because I'm holding distals, third of all because independent threats are still in the game and he may as well have them in his hand, so now it's a good time to do it. If I at least bait him into taking Vietnam or something like that, that's kind of a win. Okay. About that. I could still fight for it, but looks really weird. Suez is annoying. I mean, him taking me out of Israel is annoying. Okay, what's going on this turn? I'm holding distal, that's for sure, and I'm scoring Asia. I'm playing Vietnam as probably my AR6, but that may vary. So that means I'm spacing one of those two cards and playing the other one. Which means that it's really unrealistic for me to hope for Asia domination. So in case he has Indo-Pakistani War and plays it and wins it, I think it's correct to drop Asia ASAP. Because I don't see a realistic scenario of me winning Asia domination here, not with those cards. Sotsgrams, sure. Yeah, reasonable, not that I can do literally anything with it, so let's space the goal. It's another 4-up for him. Realistically, I can still draw in Europe, but it's gonna be a really tough fight. If he takes Greece and Turkey, which it looks like he will, I will have to take Spain and Canada, and then break Romanian with independent threats, and then we have 5 against 5 in country count. But he may still get Comecon and Warsaw Pact and so on, so... Okay, that was a pretty strong hand for him. Like, what? How the hell did he have a really red hand and I also had like a completely red hand? Sure. If I break that, that doesn't achieve much. I could theoretically do something like that, but it's really, really defensive. I don't like this play. I could try doing something like this. It's really passive, but I think the most efficient play is to just take West Germany. What are the cards that are coming? Defectors, Red Scare, and Indo-Pakistani War. Huh. Okay, not that. I think I will just take West Germany. I think I would do something more creative if Truman was still in the game, but since he's gone, I'm not gonna do anything silly. Of course he got Purge and he got Defectors and I got Europe scoring in return. Great. Great stuff, great stuff. Yeah, so I'm screwed. Alright, so it's basically between Duck and Cover and Europe. I mean, not Europe, Special. Because if I headline Special... well, first of all, it's gonna be worth 1 up, which is exactly the amount it will be worth anyway, because I get purged. So that's not inefficient. And I get to take Canada, and then drop Europe for free, kind of. So that's good. The other way to go about it is to play Duck and Cover, and that gives me 3 VPs, that protects Panama, and that possibly denies him mill-ups, which is kind of good. If he doesn't have Arab-Israeli war, then it's additional 2 VPs, so that's 5 VPs. That's maybe Duck is even better than Special here. I think I will go for Duck and Cover. It's also more resilient to socialists. It's still bad against socialists, but it's a little bit better. Oh, what a surprise. Really? Jesus Christ. Yeah, sure, bro. Take Algeria for free, since you clearly worked for it. I may wait with Indo-Pak. If he wants to break India with China, I guess he can go for it. I don't care actually that much. I will event it before he takes Burma, because he knows that I have Indo-Pakistani war and he knows that I want to use it, so... Okay, that's a pretty weird move. He's holding Norad, so I suppose he will try to hold Norad for the next turn and see if he gets Quagmire. That's the only reasonable explanation for this, I guess. I mean, okay, to be fair, Independent Verse is a pretty bad event for him because it equalizes Europe, so I get why he wouldn't want to give it to me. But Norad is way worse, so the only assumption I can make is that he wants to hold it, which means he has 3 other playable cards, which is annoying. Oh, he has UN. Okay, that explains everything. He got UN again, so he doesn't have to care about such silly things as blue events. I can still trade 1 VP of mine for 1 ops of mine versus 2 ops of his, so I will do that, but it's not great by any means. In Asia he has 6 countries, I have 5, so taking Philippines or breaking one of the Koreas doesn't achieve anything. In the Middle East I can't do shit, of course. Oh my lord! Yeah, right. Didn't play around him having NATO too, so... Yeah, my bad, I guess. Sure. Europe gone too. What a crazy redraw. The goal UN at NATO. Good stuff. And 5-year plan. What is this? Okay, this is incredible. Sure, take Comic-Con. Okay, I guess at least he's... Well, I was going to say that at least he won't be able to discard the scoring with it, but it's not like there are any good scorings for me, so... I don't think that matters much. It's terrible, terrible early war. Alright. I guess. Maybe. I'm not even sure if I like this hand. Okay, so... Well, okay. So Junta is kind of obviously good. And South America scoring is generally... Well, if you have Junta it becomes a lot better, right? But I have the Gunman, which means that I'm pretty much forced to use Kennedy here. Which is a pretty poor Kennedy usage. U2 incident is worth just 1 VP, so I guess I will be keeping it. Arman in Tehran is now not worth a lot, because I'm holding both Gunman and Distal, so... I mean, the problem is that I want to event him because there are scorings that are so bad for me that discarding them could mean a game to me. But if I want to event Arman in Tehran, I want to do it before Kennedy, and I don't have a good headline. Unless I headline Junta and coup Cuba. If I'm feeling really spicy, I could go for something like Junta to Uruguay. But I feel like that's an all-in that I'm not ready for. It's also questionable whether I want to keep the Southeast Asia scoring or not. I'm not sure. I don't feel like I can headline our man in Tehran. But, okay, maybe I can? Like, what destroys it? ABM, but there are better uses of ABM than breaking Lebanon. Maybe it's fine. Missile and this, whatever. Sure, let's start with it. This is not serious. Wait, is it the only card? Is it literally the only card that does it? Oh yeah, right, of course. Not that it matters, but... what a joke of a game. Sure, get rid of that, get rid of that. Pretty dog shit event. No scorings found. At least I now have no... there is not a real decision to be made about Southeast Asia scoring. Now this and Asia are also terrible, so I want to discard them as well. Wow, CIA, cool. He got Middle East, he got Sadat, so he will be able to drop the Middle East before it. He got Liberation, so he has access to Central, so I kind of need to hurry with filling Mexico and Panama. How I learned is kind of whatever. Nuclear subs. Okay, of course he got nuclear subs, so I won't be able to coup in Africa a lot. Yeah, at least I get a coup with CIA. Let's see how that goes. His hand is pretty unremarkable when it comes to fighting for South America, so I guess I could try to get something from that. Okay, let's go for the most stable play and coup Nigeria. At least that's something. What a joke. Okay. How bad is going to Uruguay with junta? I guess then he has to coup with China, right? And then I strike back with nuclear. And we basically flip it. The problem is that I don't really have many ops. I have one nuclear test ban, and that's it. I also have one U2 and the rest is unplayable. To see if I have more opportunities to fight, I would have to event Kennedy first. And I kind of cannot do that yet, because I have to start with Central. So okay, I guess we're waiting, right? Okay, I know he doesn't have the capacity to take the whole Middle East, right? He would need to spend 7 ops there. This is just not happening. There's no way. So... Okay, in case he wants to spend the China card there, I will just do something like this to make sure that he's not able to deny me to get control of the Middle East. And if he drops it, then I have this time window to event Kennedy. Whoa, that's not going away. No! Not bad. For 1 scoring and 1 gunman and distal, I guess. Okay, that's something. At least I got a decent card out of it. 2 decent cards. So that was a better Kennedy than I expected him to be. Yeah, that's to be expected. Okay. What to do with the brush war? Junta would be better after he plays Liberation, so it's kind of good for him to keep waiting for it. Brush is kinda whatever. I think the best target is Algeria, honestly, and I don't think I'm gonna get a better target. How do I get South America domination? What if I enter Colombia? I could enter Colombia, then he coups with something, and then I use Junta to get Argentina and then coup Colombia back immediately. And if I win, then I get both Venezuela and Argentina, or I get to score a domination, which is great. And if he takes Venezuela, then I can brush Venezuela. This is a really risky play, but this game is going in such a tragic fashion for me, but I think it's kind of needed. And I can use Portuguese for that because I know for a fact he doesn't have Africa scoring. So let's do that. It's really interesting what happens now. So he doesn't really have great cards to coup with. He could coup with Sadat, but then he risks rolling a1, which would be a tragedy. Or he can coup with Cultural, which is his only free up, and it's a waste of a good event. It's not a huge problem for him if he rolls like a god, but... Okay, so now with a coup I would need at least a 5. Sure, like... Well... Nope. Not like I can do anything about it, I'm sorry, but... Don't feel like I have a lot of agency going on here. At least it's kind of hard for him to take Venezuela now. He would still need... Yeah, he needs to use the China card for that. So at least he doesn't have that anymore. Okay, let's see if brush works. Okay, brush worked, that's something. Alright. It's still really hard to set up the domination. I think the best way I can do it is just Queen Colombia with U2 now. And let's see what happens. You have... This has to be a joke. This is surely a meme, right? Wow. This is... Okay, let's think about the positive side of it. At least he doesn't have an easy way of getting presents now. Hooray! Man, this game is killing me. Okay, that's another dogshit hand. With Asia scoring as a bonus. Allende, Summit, Willy Brandt. It's not as bad when you realize that I don't even have presence in the Middle Eastern countries that are affected by Muslim Rev, so I guess Muslim Rev is now a 4-up, so maybe it's not terrible. Okay, what's the value of getting sold negotiations for Purge and then purging and bear trapping him and hoping he spends 10,000 turns in the bear trap? Is that the play we're going for here? Maybe this is the best way to continue this game. There are a lot of free ups he may have, but... Yeah, I need something to happen. Let's go for the purge. Oh, never mind. So I guess we'll be purging him like mid-term turn. So great stuff. Let's see. If he has Missile Envy, he kind of has to use it now. Okay, he doesn't. He goes. Wow, he failed something. That's nice. Yeah, right. Nice joke. Yeah, of course he's out. Why wouldn't he be out immediately? Great stuff. Another rich handful of ops. At least I have 2 good events to fight for Africa, but don't think that helps a lot. There's no way I'm going to get anything better than a draw. It's even questionable if I can get a draw. And I cannot feel South America, so it's a matter of time before he kicks me out of there, at least partially. He's under purge, so maybe I have some way to fight for Africa to at least not get dominated, but shit, it feels pointless. Damn, if only I had a single free up to take Algeria now. A single free up. That would have been crazy. I guess I'm asking for too much. So I will stop asking and start dropping scorings that I cannot win. Incredible. Okay, that's 4 free up. Nice. Okay, another free up. I have no response to that whatsoever, of course, so I guess I will just ignore it because that's what you do when you have 0 ups. I guess I will. I don't even know at this point, bro. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Like, sure, I will risk Venezuela to keep OAS in the deck. Maybe it comes back after reshuffle to bite him. He didn't get a single blue card. He got kitchen debates, which is not even affected by purge. Wow. Incredible. So everything will come after reshuffle, I see. Sure, let's get him out of Libya. Let's get temporary draw in Central and let's take back Indonesia, I guess. Sure, I play as good as any. Well, I will not be able to take advantage of that Cuba play because he got central scoring. I redrew the OAS immediately, so I also guess that it won't really matter. I mean, I'm not going to cause any problems for him for drawing it because he's not gonna draw it ever. In the Pakistani war is pretty bad because it's a worse 2-up. It's worse in a sense that I need to play it before flower power, which is my only 4-up, so I may be tempted to use it soon. I have full control over the China card, but I would prefer to give him cultural before Nixon or Usuri. I honestly think that the best thing I can do here is OAS. I think he will just use Will Bury You as his headline of choice. So if I double break Panama with OAS, he will just retake everything turn 1. I mean AR1. Probably using... I mean whatever, he can use whatever he wants. He needs a 2-up, so... But I don't think I have a better option, so let's just go for it. He got Brezhnev! What the fuck? It was gone! It was the only good thing our man in Tehran achieved, but that doesn't matter too. So yeah, fuck that, I guess. So now his hand looks really good suddenly. He had Panama, Puppets, Alliance for Progress. I hoped he was gonna cause some problems for him, but those are now perfectly playable cards, so... yeah, screw that, I guess. And that's also a playable card. That was a poor roll, but he didn't need more than that. I really wonder why he... I mean, okay, he played perfectly safe, and I guess that was a good decision for him. Can I afford to lose Cuba? Okay, so like it's not like he's gonna ask me for permission to take it. I'm not giving him flower power now. Okay, sure, I will just do this. I don't really care about Ortega. I'm not in a position to care about such things. And if he wants to use Alliance for Progress to grab Cuba, I will accept 4 points as a fair payment for what he's doing and whatever. And if he wants to use the China card, now I don't care about it. Oh, he has another 4-up, whatever, never mind, he doesn't need to do any of that. Sure then. Queen doesn't achieve anything. I cannot really use flower power. Sure, let's take Algeria with shuttle like that. But 2? Are you serious? Okay, sure, buddy. Good job. Right, so the cards we didn't know were Brezhnev, OPEC, and Europe. Cinema. This is cinema. Alright, yeah, okay. Let's go for that, I guess. He may be tempted to space now, so let's see. If he succeeds, I use one small step as an event. If he doesn't, I use one small step to coup something. Probably Saharan states. Oh, he doesn't space. Sure. We'll take the China cards. Yeah, now he hits the space shock, but now it doesn't matter. I have to coup. A2. Impressive. Okay, can I kill him with Defcon? Very unlikely, but theoretically possible. CIA is gone, but grain sales is not, so there are some cards that screw him over. Also, if I drew Purge, that would make it a lot easier, because then grain sales isn't spaceable. Yeah, A3 containment, that's what we like. I guess I could space Allende now. Oh, sure. And at least I get some value from containment, and usury is still a good headline. Okay, tear down this wall is a decent headline as well, but that means that's one less card to kill him with Defcon. Terrorism is generally... well, at least that gives me a chance to win, but otherwise this is another disgusting hand. I mean, okay, it's not disgusting, but it's like... it has... if this hand has two things going for it. Like, first of all, I can kill him with Defcon if he has like a terrible hand. Like, I don't know, like he can have duck and cover, 5-year plan, grain sales, right? So then the terrorism helps with killing him if he has at least two of those cards. And tear down can flip Italy. So, but that doesn't really matter that much either, because he wins with the VP track, like, in a minute. If he has Asia or Southeast Asia. He cannot headline it because he knows I have usury, right? He knows I have usury. Whatever. Let's just go for this. Okay. Interesting. Okay, that's a 6. Don't think that matters though. It matters only if we go to the final scoring. Or maybe with some scenarios of Europe control, but that doesn't seem likely. Now if he doesn't have war games or a scoring that ends the game on the spot, he probably wants to space. Whoa, a 4-up, but he plays 4-ups. Okay, he defends Europe. Alright, that's promising. That means that we may be still in the game. That means we should use terrorism ASAP. Oh, that was a good US event, so that's unlucky. But it may kill him with Defcon, so I will take that. At least that wasn't grain sales or duck. It's why didn't he headline Glasnost? I think if he had Defcon problems, like if he had duck and cover, he almost always wants to headline Glasnost. If he has duck and cover and 5-year plan, or no, that doesn't even matter. Oh shit, yeah, sure. This really sucks. I'm still going to go for the space track. I'm still gonna fail, so that doesn't matter either. So now what's the plan? I guess Chernobyl plus East European unrest, if he's really, really reckless with how he plays. I guess that's the plan then. Why didn't I don't understand. Why didn't he headline Missile Envy? Like, I don't get it. Was he scared that he... Nice. Yeah, sure. Like, maybe he was scared of Olympic Games, but I don't know. This looks really weird. Wow, how surprising is that? How surprising is that? Wow! Like this is BM at this point. It's just the game is just laughing at me. Clearly. This is just a meme. This is all a joke. Oh man. He has Chernobyl, right? Wow. Unexpected. It's just incredible stuff. Another remarkable hand. Okay. Oh, I cannot even play Iran-Iraq war because I lose on the spot. That's nice. Yeah, East European unrest doesn't achieve anything. Yeah, this hand sucks. Nothing I can do. Like, is there a possibility for him to lose on Defcon? Like, let's say he has... Wait, what would he have to have? There's no way, right? I would have to lower the Defcon in the headline phase, that's not gonna happen. I cannot even discard Asia with aims because I have lone gunman as well. Yeah, this looks over. Nothing to see here. Okay, so I'm not getting away with Middle East anyway. I mean, I guess I could, theoretically. If he has no way of getting 1 VP. Yeah, sure. Why not, man? Okay, so I don't care about South America, I guess, because I'm not winning with the final scoring anyway. So I will try to take Egypt and Libya to survive till turn 10 and then try to get Europe domination. I mean Europe control. Without Chernobyl it seems undoable, but maybe I get Purge and he gets a handful of 1-ops and 2-ops. Not sure if that's even possible at this point, especially with how many of those I got, but I guess we can try that. Oh yeah, that's not active, right? Incredible. Sure. Wait, you could have. Why was that a BM, or why didn't you just? Or did you do that now? Oh, he did that now. Okay, I see. Yeah, good job. Yeah, sure. Let's say it's GG. Yeah, so that concludes my adventure with the Polish League for this year. I hope you enjoyed this game more than I did, and yeah, I will see you next time.